A Mohali court sentenced self-styled pastor Bajinder Singh to life imprisonment for sexually assaulting a woman in Zarakpur in 2018. Singh was convicted under IPC sections 376, 323 and 506, while 5 others were acquitted. A business advisory committee meeting was held in Parliament on the Waqf Amendment Bill, during which opposition parties walked out over a disagreement on the allocated discussion time. Union Minister Kiran Rijiju announced that the bill will be tabled in the Lok Sabha on April 2nd with an 8-hour discussion. K. Annamalai may resign as BJP's Tamil Nadu president due to caste equation ahead of the 2026 assembly elections, with BJP seeking a more balanced leadership for the AIA-DMK alliance. Nayanar Nagendra, a Thevar leader, is potential replacement. ISRO's Cartosat-3 satellite images show widespread destruction in Myanmar after a 7.7 magnitude earthquake, leaving 2,056 dead, 3,900 injured and 270 missing, with rescue operation ongoing amid aftershock fears. The Indian Army's Rising Star Corps alongside Jammu and Kashmir Police and CRPF launched a search and destroy operation in Kathwa's Panchtirthi area following a terrorist encounter, suspecting 3 Jaish militants are trapped. Prime Minister Narendra Modi met Chilean President Gabriel Boric Font at Hyderabad House in Delhi, discussing bilateral ties and cooperation. The meeting underscored strengthening relations between India and Chile across various sectors. The BJP will announce its new president after the conclusion of the current parliament session, with discussions expected to take place in the 3rd week of April, according to the party sources. Currently, JP Nadda is the party president of BJP. Bangladesh Chief Advisor Mohammad Yunus sparked outrage in India with comments about Northeast, calling Bangladesh the guardian of the ocean for the region. BJP leader and Assam CM Himanta Biswa Sharma condemned his remarks as offensive and dangerous. Uttarakhand CM Pushkar Singh Dhami revealed plans to rename 15 places across Haridwar, Dehradun, Nainital and Udham Singh Nagar to reflect Indian culture, honoring historical figures like Shivaji, Phule and Ambedkar as a part of a cultural preservation initiative. A Mumbai court has ordered 14 properties linked to Tiger Memon, alleged mastermind of the 1993 Mumbai bombings, be handed over to the central government. The properties under possession since 1994 include flats, offices and shops in various Mumbai locations. A nitrogen gas leak from a tanker at Sunil Trading Company in Biwar, Rajasthan killed factory owner Sunil Singhal and affected 40 others, causing suffocation and eye irritation. Over 60 sought medical help and several animals died. Authorities are investigating safety measures. The Bruhat Bengaluru Mahanagarpalike BBMP has introduced user charges for waste collection based on building areas, with fees ranging from ₹10 to ₹400 monthly for residential areas and ₹12 per kg for commercial waste. India is set to experience above normal temperatures this summer, with heat waves becoming more frequent and intense due to climate change. This week, temperatures are expected to reach 41 degrees Celsius, affecting lives and livelihoods. A massive fire erupted at Anarkali complex and the DDA shopping complex in Delhi's Jhandewalan extension on April 1st, destroying several cars. Delhi Fire Services deployed 15 fire tenders to contain the blaze, with no reported casualties or injuries. The Supreme Court denied podcaster Ranveer Alabadia's request for the release of his passport amid an investigation into his controversial, inappropriate comments on parents, but will consider the request after the inquiry concludes in 2 weeks. Donald Trump claimed that India will drop its tariffs substantially along with other US allies ahead of the reciprocal tariffs deadline of April 2nd. Donald Trump, who has been repeatedly claimed that America has been ripped by every single country in the world, has claimed that India, along with other allies, will ease off their tariffs on American goods. Rescuers have detected signs of life in the rubble of a 30-story tower in Bangkok, collapsed by a 7.7 magnitude earthquake from Myanmar. Up to 400 people, mostly Myanmar construction workers, are feared buried, with 13 bodies recovered so far. Iran's Supreme Leader's advisor Ali Larijani warned that Tehran would pursue nuclear weapons if attacked by the US or its allies. This follows President Trump's threat to bomb Iran over its nuclear program, sparking retaliatory warnings from Khamenei and Tehran. China's military began joint army, navy and rocket force exercises around Taiwan on Tuesday, warning against Taiwanese independence and targeting key areas. The drills include combat readiness patrols, strikes and blockades with offensive propaganda against Taiwan's president Lai Ching-te. Fueling an anti-India stance, Bangladesh interim chief Mohammad Yunus pitched for China's economic expansion, calling Dhaka the guardian of the ocean against India. Calling the Seven Sisters a landlocked region, Yunus said that India has no way to reach out the ocean. Sunita Williams, who returned to Earth after a tumultuous 9-month journey to space, described India's view from orbit as breathtaking. Williams also praised India's space exploration program and expressed her desire to support the country's efforts. Notably, India's human spaceflight program Gaganyaan will be launched into orbit by 2026. Mumbai Indians won the match against Kolkata Knight Riders by 8 wickets at Wankhede Stadium, Mumbai. MI restricted KKR to 116 runs and chased down the target of 117 in just 12.5 overs. Lucknow Super Giants will take on Punjab Kings in IPL 2025 on Tuesday, April 1st at 7:30 p.m. at Ekana Stadium, promising an exciting clash between the two teams. On April 1st, day 3rd of Chaitra Navratri, devotees honor goddess Ma Chandraghanta, symbolized by red, representing strength and energy. Prayers, rituals and fasting are observed nationwide. Equity indices slumped on Tuesday, with the Sensex falling 1,233.95 points to 76,180.97 and Nifty dropping 321.5 points as markets reacted to uncertainty over President Trump's planned reciprocal tariffs set for April 2nd. Major stocks like Bajaj Finserv, HDFC Banks and Infosys were among the biggest losers.